Hi, I'm Annie. Welcome to your short flow, where we'll do a series of floor poses, a little bit of a more relaxing recovery flow, if you will. So just find some space around you on your floor. You might have a yoga mat, you might not. Either way is totally fine. You're going to start in a cat-cow. So as you're ready, send yourself forward into a tabletop. So your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. As you drop your belly, look up, inhale, open up your chest. As you exhale, slowly, gently take your chin and tuck it into your chest as you round your back like a Halloween cat up to the ceiling. And then do that again. On an inhale, see if you can find a huge range of motion as you drop your belly, lift your gaze. On an exhale, see if you can really, really round that spine up to the ceiling. Do that a couple more times, finding as big a range of motion as you can. And then your challenge is to decrease that range of motion inch by inch. So a little bit smaller as the belly drops, a little bit smaller as the back arches to the ceiling, and then again, a little smaller, a little smaller, a little smaller. Tapping into your awareness so that you can tune out everything else around you and just find yourself in the present moment, listening to your body, your breath. As you slow and decrease that range of motion inch by inch, what will happen is by the time you can't move anymore, you've landed in your perfect neutral spine. Not too arched, not too rounded. You're right where you need to be to find your sense of stability and control. Walk your hands one palm print forward. Curl your toes. Lift your knees 1 inch. Holding that neutral spine, lift your knees another inch, another inch, another inch. Your hips go high, 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 high. Press through the arms. Then see if you can straighten the legs, and maybe you can't, and that's totally fine. Your down dog does not have to have straight legs. What's much more important is that your hips are high. So instead of a shallow down dog with straight legs, a high down dog with hips to the ceiling and knees bent, much better. Once you settle into your down dog, whatever that looks and feels like, pedal it out, bend the knees, press the heels, get out those little creaks and cracks, spread your fingers, grip down through the finger pads. If down dog feels like it's too much in this flow, you'll go back to your cat-cow, no problem. Big breaths in, big breaths out. When you're ready, gaze forward, slide your right foot between your palms. Drop that left knee, inhale, look up. Exhale, slow motion, walk your hands back. That right leg will go straight or straight-ish. Maybe it's still totally bent, and that's absolutely fine. If you need a little height and you've got blocks or books nearby, you could take your palms on those. Otherwise, don't stress. You're just on fingertips. Walk yourself forward. Big inhale, look up. Walk yourself back. Huge exhale as you round down. Smaller range of motion in the spine than you did in that cat-cow, but still the idea of that tiny arch in the back as you look up, that tiny rounding in the spine as you look down. You are feeling on the way forward that deep stretch in the left hip flexor, on the way back, that deep stretch behind the right thigh. Next time you walk your hands back to that half split, stay there. Flex the right foot. So pull the right toes back towards the right shin, and then take the toes left to right. Notice how that subtle adjustment feels. It should feel like the stretch is moving around that leg from the inside to the outside. Now, that right ankle will slide to the left. The left hand will switch to the right. If suddenly your IT band, your outer hip says, oh my goodness, you'll bend and extend through that leg instead. Again, blocks or books underneath the palms, also helpful here. Now take a look. That right ankle is to the left side of you. It's going to stay there while you slide the right knee forward. Fold up that right leg underneath you. Press away from the mat. Big inhale. Exhale, fold forward. If the fold isn't for you, stay on your palms. Maybe you settle your forearms. Maybe you stack the backs of your palms and rest your head there. Maybe pigeon isn't even for you, and you decide to take a figure 4, either seated or lying on your back with your right ankle on your left thigh. Either way is fine. You are settling in to your hip opening stretch for just a few big deep breaths. So Settling in, send your breath to anywhere that feels like it might still be gripping, tightening, tensing. Maybe it's around the hips where you feel that stretch. Maybe it's creeped up towards your shoulders or your jaw. Let it go. When you are ready, press to your palms. Shift your weight to the right. Slide your left leg forward. Use your hands if you need to assist. Left foot steps outside the right knee. Now, if that bottom leg has suddenly been bent for too long, you're going to send that straight instead. Either way, the left hand goes behind you. Right arm to the ceiling. Big inhale. On your exhale, take a twist. You can hook the right elbow outside that left thigh, or you could just give that thigh a squeeze. Every inhale, imagine you're growing taller through the crown of your head. Every exhale, you're twisting a little bit more deeply, looking behind you. As you come through center, it might feel good to do just a little counter twist for a sec. And then you'll slide that left knee next to the right, and you are back in tabletop. Find that neutral spine feeling. Walk your palms one palm print forward. Curl your toes. Pike your hips up, downward facing dog. Left foot slides forward. Gently drop that right knee. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk your hands back. Straighten over that left leg. Again, inhale, walk it forward. Tiny arch in the back. Exhale, walk it back. Straight or straight-ish. Maybe even nowhere close over that left leg. All are good options. There is no better, no worse, no levels, no judgment, no ego. Be curious in every inch of that movement. The next time you walk back, hold that left leg where it is, straight or straight-ish. Flex the foot, pull those toes back towards the shin, and rock the left toes left to right. Notice if this feels same, different than the first side. Then drag that left ankle to the right, right hand to the left. Notice that outer hip IT band. Those subtle movements, subtle changes make a huge difference. Left ankle stays to the right as you drag the left knee forward. Inhale, press away from the mat. Exhale, settle into your pigeon. Big breaths in and out. And if there's something different you need on this side, no problem. Send your exhales all the way from the top of your head down through your face, your shoulders, your chest, your low back, your hips, your thighs, your knees, to your ankles, to your toes. As you're ready, press to your palms. Shift to the left. Right knee slides forward. Right foot outside that left knee. Bottom leg again, straight or bent. Right hand behind. Left arm up. So many lefts and rights. Take an inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Big breaths in and out. Come through center for that little micro twist in the other direction. And then uncross the legs and just find a seated position, whether that's cross-legged or otherwise. On an inhale, sweep your arms to the ceiling, fill up your lungs. On the exhale, open your mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, sweep up, gather up all that awesome energy. Capture it between your palms and seal it all in by drawing down to your heart. Thanks for joining me for that quick floor pose flow, and I'll see you again soon.